3 months in a row, every single morning. I could barely keep water down. The doctor said nothing was wrong. Then one night looked at my necklace and whispered something that made my blood turn to ice. Before I tell you what she said, please like and subscribe. Now, let's begin. I woke up dizzy again. 3 months straight, every single morning. I barely made it to the bathroom before I got sick. My hands trembled as I held onto the sink. You okay? Marcus called from the bedroom. Fine, I said. Just a stomach thing. But it wasn't a thing. I knew that. I'd been to 5 different doctors. Blood work, ultrasounds, allergy tests. Everything came back normal. Probably stress, the last doctor said. Newlywed adjustment period. I nodded, but I didn't believe him. My name is Vanessa Park. I got married 8 months ago to the man I thought I'd spend forever with. Marcus was perfect on paper. Handsome, successful, thoughtful. But something had shifted after the wedding. I couldn't explain it. Just little things. The way he studied me. The way he asked where I'd been, who I'd talked to. Curious. And I'd been sick ever since our honeymoon. That afternoon, I went to the emergency room. The nausea was getting worse. I could barely hold down water. A nurse took my vitals. Young woman, maybe late 20s. She kept glancing at my neck. That's lovely, she said quietly. I touched it. A thin silver chain Marcus gave me on our wedding day. My husband's gift, I said. She stared at it for a long moment. Then she leaned closer. Her voice dropped to a whisper. Take off your necklace. I can see what's inside. I froze. What? Don't react, she said quickly. But I need you to trust me. My heart started racing. I don't understand. She glanced at the door, then back at me. That's not a normal necklace. What do you mean? I whispered. The nurse pulled out her phone. She typed something and showed me the screen. A news article from 3 years ago. Woman poisoned through wedding jewelry, husband convicted. My blood went cold. I can't say more here, she said quietly. But I've seen this before. In training, hollow pendants can be filled with substances, slow-release toxins. I stared at the necklace around my neck. You're saying my husband. I'm saying take it off. Get it tested. But don't let him know you're suspicious. She stood up quickly as another nurse walked past. The doctor will be in soon, she said in a normal voice. Then softer. Be careful. She left. I sat there alone. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I reached for the necklace clasp, then stopped. If she was right, if Marcus knew I'd removed it, what would he do? I thought back to our wedding day. He'd insisted I wear it. Every day. Never take it off. It's a symbol of our commitment, he'd said. Promise me you'll always wear it. I thought it was romantic. Now I felt sick for a completely different reason. The doctor came in, ran more tests, found nothing. Could be anxiety, he said. I'll prescribe something mild. I nodded. I took the prescription, but when I got to my car, I didn't go home. I drove to a jewelry repair shop across town. A tiny place I'd never seen before. Can you look at this? I asked the owner. Tell me if it's normal. He was an older man with glasses. He took the necklace carefully. He examined it under a magnifying lamp. His expression changed. Where did you get this? My husband. He looked at me. Don't put this back on. Why? My voice came out shaky. He pointed to a tiny seam along the pendant. This opens. See? It's designed to hold something inside. And there's residue here. Something's been leaking. My stomach dropped. Can you tell what it is? I'm not a chemist, but I've been in this business for 35 years. This isn't normal wear and tear. Someone modified this piece on purpose. He placed it on the counter between us. You need to get this tested professionally. I stayed at it. The necklace I'd worn every single day for 8 months. The necklace Marcus had put around my neck himself. Don't tell anyone you came here, the jeweler added quietly. And be careful who you trust. I drove home in a fog. Marcus's car was already in the driveway. He was home early. I touched my bare neck. I'd left the necklace at the shop for testing. I needed an excuse. Fast. I walked inside. Marcus was in the kitchen cooking dinner. He smiled when he saw me. How was the doctor? Fine. Still nothing wrong. He walked over, kissed my forehead, Then his eyes dropped to my neck. His smile faded. Where's your necklace? My heart hammered. The clasp broke, I said. At the hospital. I didn't even notice until I got to the car. I think it fell off somewhere. His jaw tightened. You lost it. I'm sorry. I'll retrace my steps tomorrow. I'm sure it's at the hospital. He stared at me for a long moment. That was important to me, Vanessa. I know. I feel terrible. He turned back to the stove, but his shoulders were tense. We'll find it, he said quietly. That night, he barely spoke to me. I pretended to sleep, but I watched him in the dark. Around 2 a.m, he got up. I heard him on the phone downstairs. His voice was angry. I don't care what it costs. Find it. I stayed completely still. Find it. He was looking for the necklace. Not because it was sentimental. Because he needed it back. I heard him pacing downstairs for another 20 minutes. Then silence. He came back to bed. I kept my eyes closed, my breathing steady. He lay there awake. I could feel him staring at me in the dark. The next morning, I woke up feeling better. For the first time in 3 months, I wasn't nauseous. Marcus noticed too. You seem better, he said at breakfast. Maybe whatever it was finally passed, I said. He watched me eat, his expression unreadable. I called the hospital, he said. About your necklace. They haven't found it. I'll keep looking. Maybe we should file a police report. It was expensive. My throat tightened. Sure. If it doesn't turn up. He left for work. I waited until his car disappeared down the street. Then I called the jewelry shop. Did you test it? I asked. I sent it to a lab I trust. Results should be back this afternoon. But Miss Park, I really think you should go to the police. Not yet. I need proof first. I hung up. I spent the morning searching our house. I didn't know what I was looking for. Just evidence. Anything. I found it in Marcus's home office. A locked drawer in his desk. I'd never questioned it before. He said it was work documents. I used a paperclip to pop the lock. Inside were papers, medical records. But not mine. They belonged to someone named Jennifer Walsh. Hospital admissions, toxicology reports, a death certificate. Cause of death, acute poisoning from unknown substance. And at the bottom of the file, a marriage certificate. Marcus had been married before. To Jennifer. She died 2 years ago. 4 months after their wedding. The same timeline as my sickness. I heard a car door slam outside. Marcus was home. In the middle of the day. I shoved everything back in the drawer. Tried to close it. The lock wouldn't catch. His footsteps on the porch. Vanessa. I stepped away from the desk. In here, I called. He appeared in the doorway. His face was calm. Too calm. What are you doing in my office? Looking for stamps. I need to mail something. His eyes went to the desk. The drawer was slightly open. Did you find them? No. I'll check the kitchen. I walked past him. My legs felt weak. He didn't follow me. He stayed in the office. I heard the drawer close, then lock. I went to the kitchen, grabbed my purse, my phone. I needed to leave. Now. But Marcus appeared behind me. Where are you going? Grocery store. We're out of milk. I'll come with you. You don't have to. I want to. There was something in his voice. Something hard. We drove in silence. He kept glancing at me. At the store, I excused myself to the bathroom. I locked the stall door and called the jewelry shop. The results came back. The owner said, "It's arsenic. Slow-release powder mixed into the pendant's hollow chamber. Designed to make contact with skin over time." My hands shook so hard I almost dropped the phone. "I'm calling the police right now," he said. "No, not yet. He's with me. If he finds out, then get somewhere safe. Now." I hung up. I couldn't go back to Marcus. Not now. But when I came out of the bathroom, he was waiting right outside. "You okay? You were in there a while." "Just feeling sick again." He put his hand on my lower back, guided me toward the exit. "Let's go home. You should rest." We got back in the car. He didn't drive toward our house. "Where are we going?" I asked. "Somewhere quiet. So we can talk." "About what?" He looked at me. "About what you found in my desk." My blood turned to ice. Marcus, I don't know what. Don't lie to me, Vanessa. He turned onto an empty road. Trees on both sides. No houses. No cars. Just us. You've been different since yesterday, he said quietly. Since you lost the necklace. He put the word in air quotes. I think you know exactly where it is. I reached for the door handle. Child lock. I couldn't open it. Marcus, stop the car. Not until you tell me the truth. He kept driving deeper into the woods. Where's the necklace? Vanessa. My mind raced. I needed to stay calm. By time. I told you. I lost it at the hospital. You're lying. I checked the security footage. You left wearing it. You drove to a jewelry shop. You never came out with it. He'd been tracking me. I wanted to get it repaired, I said. The clasp was loose. I was going to surprise you. He laughed. It was a cold sound. You're not a good liar. He pulled off onto a dirt road. Completely isolated now. He stopped the car, turned to face me. Jennifer wasn't a good liar either. My heart stopped. Who's Jennifer? My first wife. The one who asked too many questions. The one who got suspicious. He said it so casually, like he was talking about the weather. You killed her. I made her comfortable, he corrected. It was peaceful. Painless. She just got weaker and weaker. Then she went to sleep. I felt bile rise in my throat. Why? The life insurance. $2 million. It funded everything. This car, our house, the life I gave you. You're insane. I'm practical, he said. And your policy is even bigger. $3 million. It matures in 4 more months. 4 months. Our first anniversary. You are going to kill me. I am going to kill you, he said. Just not with the necklace anymore. You ruined that plan. He reached into the glove compartment. I saw the syringe. This is faster, he said. Untraceable. You'll have a heart attack. Young women have them sometimes. Tragic. Unexpected. He moved toward me. I did the only thing I could think of. I screamed, and I pressed the button I'd been holding in my pocket, the one the nurse had given me yesterday. The emergency alert connected to the police. Marcus froze. What did you do? Sirens. Distant, but getting closer. His face changed. You call them? Marcus's hand tightened around the syringe. They won't get here in time. He lunged toward me. I kicked hard. My foot connected with his wrist. The syringe flew into the back seat. He grabbed my throat. I clawed at his hands. Couldn't breathe. Black spots appeared in my vision. Then red and blue lights flooded the car. Police. Step out of the vehicle. Marcus's grip loosened. Just for a second. I shoved him back, slammed my palm on the horn, kept it there. Car doors opened. Footsteps running. Hands where I can see them. Marcus let go, sat back slowly. His face was completely calm again. Officer, thank God you're here. My wife is having a mental health crisis. She's been paranoid, delusional. I was trying to calm her down. I couldn't speak. My throat was on fire. An officer opened my door. Are you all right? I pointed to the back seat, at the syringe on the floor. Another officer saw it, saw the marks on my neck. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Now. They pulled Marcus out, handcuffed him. He was still talking, still calm. This is a misunderstanding. My wife needs help. She's been sick. She's confused. We got a call about arsenic poisoning, the lead officer said. From a jeweler. He said you were dangerous. Marcus's face finally changed. Check his office. I managed to say. My voice was raspy. Desk drawer. Files on his first wife, Jennifer Walsh. He killed her too. They searched the car, found the syringe, found his phone with tracking apps. Text messages to someone about retrieving the necklace. They took him away. An ambulance came for me. EMTs checked my throat, my vitals. The nurse from the hospital was there, the one who'd warned me. You're okay, she said softly. You're safe now. How did you know? My sister died the same way, 2 years ago. Her husband was never caught. When I saw your necklace, the symptoms, I just knew. She'd saved my life. The police searched our house, found everything. Jennifer's files, insurance policies, A journal where Marcus documented every dose he'd given us. He'd done this before, and he planned to do it again. The trial took 8 months. Marcus's lawyer tried everything. Claimed I was unstable. That the evidence was circumstantial. That Jennifer's death was natural causes. But the arsenic in the necklace told the truth. The syringe in his car. His journal with dates and dosages. Jennifer's body was exhumed. Arsenic in her bones. Same levels. Same timeline. The jury deliberated for 4 hours. Guilty. 2 counts of attempted murder. 1 count of murder in the first degree. Life in prison. No parole. I sat in the courtroom and watched them take him away. He looked at me one last time. No emotion. No remorse. Just cold calculation in his eyes. Like I was a problem he'd failed to solve. I went home that night to an empty apartment. I'd sold the house. Couldn't stay there. Everything from our marriage was gone. Donated. Burned. Erased. I started over. Therapy twice a week. A new job in a different city. An apartment with 3 locks on the door. The nurse who saved me became a friend. We got coffee sometimes. Talked about survival. About the signs we'd missed. About the women who didn't make it. Jennifer didn't get a second chance. But because of her files, because Marcus kept records, she got justice. I visit her grave sometimes. Leave flowers. Thank you, I tell her, for leaving the breadcrumbs. A year later, I'm healthier, stronger, careful. I don't date. I don't trust easily. Maybe I never will again. But I'm alive. And some mornings, I wake up and that's enough. I touch my neck where the necklace used to be, where poison used to seep into my skin every single day. The marks are gone now. But I'll never forget what almost happened. Or how close I came to being another name in a file. Another wife who just got sick and never got better. I survived. And that's everything.